Hello everyone, welcome back to EdWise Education, Literacy, and Life, and I am Dr. K. Childs coming to you once again for a new video, a new month, and lots of great information to share with you. If you have not subscribed to this channel and you just stumbled across it however you did, make sure you subscribe to this channel, you share this channel. This channel is EdWise Education, Literacy, and Life. And I will be sharing all things education related, literacy related, as well as some life updates and some life hacks and tips along the way. So let me go ahead and get started with thanking you all for voting for my proposal for South by Southwest EDU, which is going to be held in Austin, Texas in March of 2019. The voting process has now closed. Those of you that voted for my proposal, I thank you. My proposal was changing the language, hashtag social media matters. If you voted for that, I really appreciate it. As I mentioned throughout the campaign, I hate saying campaign like I'm running for office, but throughout my campaign on social media, I mentioned that voting was very, very important in order for me to be able to present at this particular conference. It is a crowdsourced conference, so basically 30% of the voting goes towards my final score for my proposal. The rest will be determined by the powers that be at South by Southwest. Last year I was waitlisted and I in turn did not get to present. They just simply sent me back an email that said they did not have enough space in the venue, although we really loved your idea. This time, I don't want them to have to question whether or not they should put me on a wait list. I don't want to be on their wait list. I wanted to try again. So as you all, any of you know me, I'm persistent and I went back for it again. So if you helped vote for that, I appreciate you very, very much. Let's get right into our 2 Cent Tuesday tip for this week. This one actually is from last week, which was the last week in August. I'm actually recording this the first week in September, but I'm going to go back to the video from last week and the tip for last week. My 2 cents tip from last week, which is on my Instagram page. I share those every week. It was related to writing, and it says, teachers, be sure to have students write for different purposes in your classroom. Literacy skills are not limited to reading. Get to know your students through their writing. So often we have these different games and things that we do to get to know our students, but writing will tell a lot about them. Writing is a subject that transcends and goes along any subject area. You can write about anything. I can't think of something that you can't write about, or I can't think of a subject where you aren't able to do some writing. So why not use it with your students? You're going to learn a lot just from their writing. You'll learn, one, if they like to write. You'll learn, two, their abilities. You'll learn some of the vocabulary that they have, and in turn you'll also learn about that student. So there's so much that you can do with writing. I think we are hesitant sometimes to use writing in the first week. We want to play fun, cutesy games, but writing can be fun also depending on how we present it to our students. So that I'm going to talk about in just a moment. I'm going to talk about some things that you can do with your students to get them a little bit more excited about writing, and as well as some things you could do during the first week. I just wanted to make sure that I shared that tip also because we limit literacy and the word literacy a lot of times to reading, and it deals with writing, speaking, listening as well, and also the visual. But I think we a lot of times rely on reading more so than we do on writing, and we talk more about reading than we do with writing. But writing is also an important component of literacy. All right, so a way that you can get to know your students during the first week, give them writing prompts. Give them a prompt, and I have a list here of some things that you can do, and it's just on a sticky note, just like how I post them on Instagram. It's a sticky note. Post it. You guys should give me a sponsorship. But anyways, it says first week's writing. Here we go. Get to know me. What did you not do this summer? So instead of what did you do this summer, or what was something you did that you enjoyed this summer, what did you not do that you would like to do? If you were able to do it all again, what would you do? If you had the dream vacation that you wanted to pick, what would you pick? do something beyond just how was your summer or what did you do? Because I'm going to be honest, some of our students don't do anything. So giving them the possibilities. What did you not do, or what would you like to have done over this summer that you didn't get to do that you would really, really love to do? You're going to learn about your students' writing. You're going to hear their voice in their writing, and you're also going to hear about their interests just in that one prompt. Another thing that I would recommend doing starting off a school year, student created topics. Rather than you come up with writing prompts, I would have, and I think I know this is in my 29 Days to Love Literacy book, have some type of jar or some type of treasure chest or something where you can have your students write down prompts, write down ideas of what they would like to write about or things that they're interested in. But I would say stick to a prompt so that it's easier to just take it out and start doing it one day. Another thing that I've done with my students is not only just have them come up with their own prompts, but you also could have them observe, the things that are around them, then come back and put in some ideas. Or you can have them put in ideas over time with your approval into your jar or whatever that you have to keep their prompts, so that it's kind of a surprise as to what you get to write about. All right, so those are some ideas. And then one other thing that I would recommend the first week of school, if you don't know what to do or you want to get to know your students better and understand who they are, have them write about their school experience, their experiences in school. A little child, if they can't write, they can draw what they think school's like or their experience in school, up to someone all the way in college where they can look back and reflect and write about the different points and periods in their education. You will learn a lot about your students. You will learn a lot about their journey and how they got to your classroom. All right. I think that is it as far as for first week's writing. I also mentioned that we should work on writing for different purposes. So there's some ways that you can write for different purposes. Not only can you do the surprise topics with the students and have them select a different topic each week or every couple of days, you can also do journals where it's open-ended and allow the students to just write for a certain time every day, just like we drop everything and read for a certain amount of time every day, drop everything and write for a certain amount of time every day. That does not just have to be done in reading class. It can be done in science. It can be done in history or social studies. It can be done in art. I'm going to even stretch out and say it could be done in PE if you get creative. And I know it's a stretch, but you can do it. Writing for different purposes, social purposes, okay? Emails. I've just recently tweeted something out that another person shared about how to write an email to someone and who you would be writing that email to. And there's different purposes for writing emails. And then also writing for communication beyond email, other ways that you're communicating. And then also writing as a response. Songs, a response to songs, a response to a movie clip, response to a lesson that you've done, or a response to a presentation that they've seen from a peer in their class, a response to stories, response to certain experiences in their life, or even a response to poetry or poems, or something that is presented to them in a manner that's entertaining, but yet they still have to respond and share their thoughts, their response. So writing for a response, writing for communication, writing for social purposes, writing for journal purposes, just writing, to get down feelings and thoughts and ideas. And then I mentioned the regular old prompts. So I've said writing I don't know how many times in this video, but I had a lot of you that either commented or liked this 2 Cent Tuesday tip. So apparently you all are writers or interested in writing as well, or that tip really hit home with you. I hope that the things that I just shared sparked an idea. I know some of you have already been back for almost a month to school. Some of you are just starting today, which is September 4th when I'm recording this, right after Labor Day. Wherever you are at in your school journey, the things that I shared with you, you still can apply. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I would like to thank you all for watching. If you know someone who is not subscribed to this channel or does not check these videos out, please make sure that you point them into my direction. If you would like to contact me, as far as, because I have a lot of exciting opportunities and presentations and some research and some things going on, if you'd like to contact me, my information is below, or it's also at my website, Dr. K Childs. Lastly, I want to give a shout out. I'm going to give a shout out to let's say I'm going to give a shout out to the lovely ladies that I will be attending the Who's the Boss experience with this weekend in Las Vegas, Nevada, through Mrs. Courtney Adeleye. She gave me an opportunity to come and learn more about being a businesswoman. My heart is in teaching, as you all know, but I also would like to get onto the business side of things as it relates to education and educational technology. So I will be headed out west, and it is a nerve-wracking thing for me, but I'm excited about it, and it's an honor to have been selected to be able to attend such a wonderful event, a wonderful networking event, and a wonderful event where I hope to gain a lot of knowledge and expertise, as well as hopefully a push and some motivation to keep moving in the direction that I'm going. All right, I think that is it. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I want to thank you all for tuning in. I want you to remember to teach, lead, and serve. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at Dr. K Childs. Thank you for watching, subscribing, and following.